Well, my colleague Abdu Jalil Abdurasulov joins me now from Minsk. Just tell me, Abdu, what the situation there is in Minsk today.
Well, the streets in Minsk, it's very calm here. There are no signs of yesterday's roads or barricades. People can freely move, cars can freely move. But even before the Sunday's vote, opposition announced that they would gather every day in the evening. So, honestly, we will see more demonstrations tonight as well. I spoke to one of the protesters, and he believes that even more people will come out to the streets tonight because now they know the official results and they do not recognize these results. They believe that the election was fraudulent and there was and they do not accept the results, and they think that they need to show their position, they need to show their process in order to achieve change that they all want to achieve.
Abdul Jalil, we'll have to leave it there. Thanks very much for joining us there from Minsk. Well, joining me now is Urmas Reinsalu, the Foreign Minister of Estonia. He's one of many senior European politicians calling on the Belarusian authorities to respect freedom of speech and assembly. Thank you, Minister, for joining us. Just first of all, your reaction to Alexander Lukashenko saying he's won this election.
Well, first of all, let's remember that the last presidential so-called election, which took place in 2015, was by international community clearly declared undemocratic and not fair. And we have a solid basis of observations already now, and looking also the context where the political opponents were arrested, violence has been used, to say also that I would not say that these elections were democratic and free.
So we're now seeing condemnations from the EU, the US, here in the UK. And as you've pointed out, previous elections, there have been concerns about them being fraudulent. Then do you feel that these are just now turning into empty rhetoric, empty condemnations, and frankly, the leadership in Belarus does not care?
It could happen. It could be the case if the European Union, the Western community, is not determined to the values we believe. And therefore, I fully support the Polish today proposal that the extraordinary meeting of heads of state and prime ministers of European Union is needed to give a clear signal from the European side that we do not tolerate the use of violence against peaceful protesters, and we call for immediate release of politically arrested people. And secondly, I think all the measures to make a pressure towards Lukashenko administration should be on table. Also speaking about the sanctions of people who are personally involved to such kind of state-ordered violence.
Because, of course, the EU removed sanctions from Belarus in 2016. Was that an attempt to bring Belarus back into the European community as a gesture of goodwill? And is that likely now to be reimposed, those sanctions?
Yes, I think we have honestly admit that the handwriting of Lukashenko regime about diminishing the people's democratic rights has not been changed. It is not the case. And now, in sake of democratic values, we believe we should act. And the Lukashenko regime, also the third parties, ought to see that Europe is determined to act.
What exactly more can Europe do? Because this is frankly a leader who has been in power since 1994. And just like every other election, this election and its outcome was in no way in dispute.
Well, there are first the immediate steps. And the immediate steps are indeed to give a strong and determined call to end the violence. The secondly is very important what also Ursula von der Leyen has called to launch all the detailed information on the election result. And what is important is indeed to call all the parties in Belarus to political dialogue, because now I think all the world sees that this is not something we can call free and democratic elections, what is happening or happened yesterday. Now we know that the Belarus has been isolated from international TV broadcasting, also from international net of internet. The things are improving very rapidly, and I think the world, which is determined to the democratic values, need to react now very in a strong mood.
We'll have to leave it there. Foreign Minister Reinsalu, thank you very much for joining us here on the programme. That was the Foreign Minister of Estonia.